probably turn off the music in the background.
You said to be straight.
Huh?
You realize.
Okay.
My homie, he's a Indian streamer there. He mentioned maybe like 7 or so I'm pretty sure after this he's gonna go affiliate. If he doesn't go affiliate, that's some old shit.
Lucky bastards. You and your affiliates.
He's been streaming for about a month now.
Nice.
He was streaming enough to just help me to like maintain the views. Mostly maintains like 1, 2, and then 3, but 3 is never really like at the hour or so. But now his stream is doing really good to where he's maintaining like 5 and then sometimes 7.
Nice. I have not been able to cultivate an audience proper yet, but that's okay.
Because you gotta take advantage of playing the games that people want to see and expect. Which is why I told him like, just jump on Hollow Knight and just put it on like you're gonna be doing like a little bit of a challenge and everything like that. But which that's what he did, and people are watching them and getting some. He had like somebody on there who was like a big streamer who was like giving tips.
Really?
Like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta follow the trends more.
But like in the thousands, not like crazy like at the thousand.
Yeah, well, still, that's better than what we're doing right now. Well, at least me anyway. But yeah, I guess I should chase the trends a little harder. Been mostly just trying to get better at Apex, but anyway. So yeah, this one is hello everybody. I'm Mr.LimeSmiles right here. And yeah, and we're doing the what was it called again? Stupid Thoughts? No, Stupid Thoughts stream or Stupid Thoughts podcast? Stupid Logic. Yes, we are doing the Stupid Logic podcast today, and we are going to be reading Am I the Asshole? Now, for the one that I found... Oh, hold on. And then just scroll it up a little bit. That one down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to be doing Am I the Asshole for yelling at a child in a restaurant? So...
Yes.
Yeah. Hold on. Listen to his story first. Let's see. So, for context, I am a 32-year-old male. I have never been comfortable around children. As long as they leave me alone, I can be in the same room as them for a while, but I do not want to interact with them very much. I have younger nieces and nephews and have gotten used to them, but because they're family, but still don't care to be around them for extended periods of time. The past week...
Hello, YouTube. I should put on my push it off. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. So, this past week, I was out with a couple of my friends at a sit-down restaurant. Shortly after we were seated, a family with a young boy, probably about 5, was seated at the table next to us. I was dismayed, but I decided I was not going to show my frustration. However, the boy was very noisy from almost the moment he sat down, and his parents did not seem to like they were trying to keep him quiet. That's a weird way to text it. But as the evening went on, I got more and more angry at this disruption of what should have been a pleasant evening with friends. Eventually, the boy started getting out of his chair and running around the table. At one point, I decided to excuse myself to the restroom, and that's when it happened. As I got up and started towards the restroom, the kid was out of his chair. I was walking past the table, and he, not paying attention, ran out and bumped into my leg. Oh my god. At this point, I snapped. I shouted at him, "Get away from me, you stupid idiot!" He started crying and ran to his mom. But both of his parents started yelling at me, saying, "How dare they call their precious children idiot?" I yelled back, saying that they should control their child better, that someone could have gotten hurt. As we argued, everyone in the restaurant started looking at us, and eventually a manager came over and threatened to kick us out. But at this point, the evening was ruined, and my friends and I just paid our checks and left. My friends told me later they thought I was an asshole for going off like that, like I did. But maybe I should not have said what I did. But I was frustrated at the parents of the children just let him disrupt everything. What do you think? AITA? Question mark. What do you guys think before we get into the comments?
Alright, what would you need? Want to go first, shit?
For me, like, it's kind of a gray area for me, because, like, you really shouldn't yell at someone else's kid, but at the same time, he was kind of in the right because of, like, it's true. The kid could have been running, bumped into him, caused him to fall over, hit something else. Lots of things could have happened because of that kid, and then the parents not taking care of him. I understand it's a child, they're hard to control, but it's like, he's kind of in the, for me, he's kind of in the clear, but at the same time, maybe not yell too much. Like, just, yeah, I don't think he was really an asshole because it wasn't concerned, but at the same time, he could have handled it better.
I was just going to say that if the parents aren't doing anything and just seeing their kids with all that destructive behavior, I would say that he kind of handled the situation pretty effectively, but I don't blame him for it. To the point to where if I'm at a restaurant and your kids are misbehaving like this, and I'm like looking at you and you're not doing absolutely nothing about it, the first thing he should have done, like I would have done, I would have been like, hey, your kid's kind of like getting a little out of hand. Do you mind, like, you know, sitting him down, showing him around, or something like that? After that, if the kid's still misbehaving and then he bumped into me with that and he yelling at him, it's because that right there I would consider perfectly fine. I told you about it. You didn't do nothing about the problem. Tried to handle it in my own way. Whether it's a good way to handle it or a bad way to handle it, it could have been easily situated if you had simply your child's safety and the safety of others in advance. But instead you didn't, so now you're going to go full forward. But because you did the opposite without really talking to the parents all that much and just went straight to yelling, I get up to say that you probably should have redirected that anger towards them versus, towards the kid. Because the thing that sucks is that with a lot of parents, they don't control their kids. Like, I don't know why you have it to where you have a mom and a dad, and you have a kid who doesn't know how to behave, and you just sit there taking them out to places, taking them to go do stuff. Oh, you got a reward because this team won, and watch Billy, who didn't even make a fucking point. This team just won to start the bitch all the time. But because of that, they're going to take them out to restaurants and stuff like that, and they're going to ruin someone else's day because of whatever. So, if he had taken a more smarter way about doing it, which, gave the parents first, maybe I would have been more on this man's side, but because he did it and he just went straight to anger towards the kid without, consulting the parents first, I would have to say he is going to be more on the asshole side. Just barely.
Yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. With kids, I tend to give them a lot of leeway. I try not to be very, confrontational. Because I know they're, the kid's 5, for Christ's sake. Yeah, he's going to be running around. The parents probably should not have brought him to the restaurant or taken him out back and spanked his ass, that's for sure. If he's being that obnoxious. And I understand why the guy was upset, but I don't know. My policy with kids is just be friendly to them, to sorry, hey, you really shouldn't be doing that. If anything, yeah, confront the parents about it first. But he just decided to repress his anger until the kid bumped into him, and then all of a sudden, kaboom! Just yelling at the little 5-year-old, making him cry. I don't know. I think, my opinion, I say, yeah, you're an asshole, but those parents, also assholes. Yeah. And little kids, by default, just in general, little assholes, yeah. So I think everybody's an asshole in this situation. Except for the poor friends that are just trying to have an evening out. They're just like, oh, god damn it. Bob's over there yelling at kids again. God damn you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like literally all of them were assholes. But I wasn't an apple, so imagine it's only like, hey, you're ruining everybody's TV, keep y'all off, y'all get shit settled.
Oh yeah, the store manager is the king in this situation. But yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Who's going?
Oh, Jose?
I'm looking for a topic right now, so go ahead and go deep.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Alright, so I see. Chat. Better with that. Alright, so. Am I an asshole for sending my son to his dad after he broke his sister's phone just because she called my husband dad? My husband when my husband first met my kids 4 years ago, Sarah, age 14, Jonathan, age 17, things were tense. Although my husband loved them intensely, instantly. Jonathan decided to make it hard and influence Sarah to do the same. He treated my husband poorly, called me the guy mom married, broke through stuff, and shut him out when he tried to get close. Damn, Jonathan. We had family therapy, but Jonathan refused and tried to stop Sarah from going. Sarah was hesitant, saying she promised Jonathan not to do what her stepdad wants, and was afraid he'd get angry. She then attended therapy and things started working out between her and my husband. They got close, but just said Jonathan who tried giving Sarah. He didn't know then. Punishment for betrayal his orders. Wow. They got close, but just said Jonathan who tried to give Sarah. Didn't know then. Punishment for betrayal. Like, what kind of punishment did he give? We tried getting Jonathan in therapy again, but my ex defended his decision and demanded we leave it alone. Things have calmed down since then. Don't know what this is supposed to be, y'all. Yesterday morning at 8, Sarah rushed into the kitchen where I was washing glasses while Jonathan and my husband were sitting having breakfast. She was looking for her phone charger, but didn't find it in her room. She quickly turned her face towards my husband and said, Dad, Jonathan, have you guys seen my phone charger? Me, my husband and Jonathan paused. That was the first time ever calling me Dad, and it came unexpectedly and naturally. My husband tried to answer it, but was
Turn down the TV.
To speak. His eyes was teary. His eyes was teary. He couldn't widen it even to try. Sarah didn't even realize she just rushed down to keep looking.
That's
Jonathan
perfect. Thank you.
her. My husband bit his lips and kept looking at me, then started crying. I was genuinely smiling, which often, since he was a crying mess, but I was just so happy for him. Then I heard a noise coming from upstairs. It was Jonathan yelling at Sarah. I thought it was his sister. Yelling at Sarah for calling her stepdad dad. He punished her by throwing her phone and breaking it. She cried, telling him to leave her alone, but he kept yelling, saying she betrayed their real dad and called this guy dad. I got involved and asked him why he broke Sarah's phone. He called her a traitor, but I replied my husband did nothing to treat him this way, and his behavior was out of line. I said he either respect this household, his dad, his sister, and me, or go stay with your dad until he agrees to get therapy and change his behavior. I contacted my ex saying Jonathan will go stay with him for now in therapy and order, since I can't let him I can't let him intimidate Sarah, especially after Sarah told me she's afraid of him. My ex fought with me, saying I chose a guy over my own son. Typical. He got his family involved, and they all called me cruel for kicking Jonathan out of my home. Even after I explained how he's been treating his sister, I gave him options: get therapy or stay with his dad. No one seems to agree with me, but I think that no one is seeing, or maybe they're turning a blind eye. How Jonathan has been mistreating his sister, she needs to feel safe at her own home and be able to express herself without being punished or intimidated by her older brother. That was a mess. Holy shit. What do you guys
Yeah, that's pretty
think,
crazy.
Because, yeah, what are you guys' takes? Hello?
Jose?
Sorry, I was fixing something.
It's okay, I'm doing that too.
You got it?
I kind of feel like the fact that someone should feel safe, like and everything. So it's a good question. I don't know. I was so busy trying to fix the thing that I barely picked up on certain things. I just heard mostly just is a mad asshole for wanting your daughter to feel safe or anything. So I don't think so.
My only problem that the family is saying that she's choosing her husband over family. When they're married, they're now family, and so she's not choosing. Not only that, but she told him either you can learn to get along, and go to your therapy, or you can go live with your dad. She gave him an option to choose: be with the family, do everything, or just have only your dad, and then that's it. He, the child himself, chose some other man. Oh, it's family. Yes, that is your dad and everything like that, but I don't know why the dad is also just, I'm pretty sure he's, what's the word? I want to say enabling it, but I can't give you the word for, like, encouraging it and training him to do it. Not groom, but it's another word.
It's enabling.
Enabling? Oh, okay, yeah. So he's enabling everything into the child so that he does all this to his sister, and probably he's saying this and stuff with the mom that she just doesn't know she's disrespecting her dad. Like, she doesn't go over what happened with her and her last husband, but it's like, anything could have happened. Like, one, cheated. Oh, okay, you want your mom to go back to the guy who cheated on her, or, you want your mom to go back to the guy who can't provide or can't make your mom happy, so she ended with somebody else who does provide and makes your mom happy over this and that and everything else like that. So that was kind of like you're being more selfish when it comes to your kid. When it comes to the kid deciding to choose the dad over the mom, I feel like she handled it all perfectly well. I don't see no problem with it. She's trying to work things out. She's trying to do therapy. He's rebelling. The husband's pretty much helping him out. The daughter's trying to express herself, but now she's afraid of the older brother because he's going to do something to her if she shares how she feels, and that just sucks.
Yeah, it really does suck. Everyone should be able to feel safe, especially in their own home and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like the kid's being a little monster.
So I don't know if you guys talked about this particular thing last time, but I'm going to tell you the one I found. Literally, the moment I jumped on Reddit.
I'm going to switch my headsets to...
You guys ready to hear the title on this one?
Oh wait, so I do agree that she's not being... I disagree to say she's not being an asshole, that the kid's the one being the asshole. Just to be clear.
No,
We're better right
now. So the title on mine is, Am I the Asshole for Not Paying to Change My Father's Gravely Insulting Gravestone?
Wait, what? Gravely insulting gravestone?
Yep, that's the title.
What the... What happened here? My goodness. Alright, hit us with it.
I kind of want to do this story next. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so my father and mother had a very bitter marriage towards the end of his life. He had a long-running affair with another married coworker and got her pregnant before he passed. He was planning to leave mom, skip the country, and move to Canada to start a new life with her. They had a house picked out and all. He had moved out and was living with his coworker when he suddenly died of a heart attack while having sex. Divorce papers were never filed, no legal separation. They were in the process of moving all things legal, but on paper, they were still happily married. Now me and my siblings are already out home. Our youngest sibling is 19 and is in college. I work for a tech company and I'm currently back in my hometown helping my mom manage his estate. Well, my mom was hurt and petty and marked his gravestone as in loving memory of John Doe, son, husband, father, and adulterer. My dad's family and his pregnant partner are mad and want me to fix it. I personally think it's fine. That's who he was. He was all of those things. And since it's mom's plot, I can't do anything. Am I the asshole?
Wait, what was that last part you said?
the questioning part where it's am I the asshole or
The last paragraph.
Okay, so the last paragraph pretty much I'll start some of the words. My dad's family and his pregnant partner are mad and want me to fix it. I personally think it's fine that it's who he was. He was all those things, and since it's my mom's plot, I can't do it. Am I the asshole?
Oh.
Okay, yes.
You think he is an asshole?
Well, see, if you have it to where, yeah, he cheated, yeah, he fucking you and all this other stuff, and all the other stuff, and you call him like shit. But you guys are over here having it to where I believe they're probably fighting over assets, which is why the whole divorce thing is coming up as well. So I'm pretty sure she took the money and she's also paying for it with the money that she got from him and calling him, all of this, oh, he's an adultery and this, that. But you gotta think about this. How would she feel if after she married him and, after taking all of the money and talking about, oh yeah, he cheated and now I got all his money. How would you feel if like you got married and, that's his kids are like, oh, okay, under her being someone we put mother, lover, gold digger. Like, you'd be fucked up. Like, you don't want that branded on your tombstone. It's something that you can easily look up and that everybody already knows. So why brand that on there for something to do forever when, you probably already had it where you just wanted his name and such like that? I think it's just, yeah, he cheated on you, but you're going to be all the money that was supposed to go to her is now going to go to you and everything else like that. So it's like, why hold on to the anger even more additionally when you're already winning? You got the money, you got the place. Yeah, she's pregnant, but she's gonna have to provide for that child herself, unless it's saying that you have to share some of the assets with her. Otherwise, you don't have to, you don't want to. And if you're going through all of that and still tagging her to grave, oh, you cannot complain if someone tags her, oh, she's a gold digger, or oh, she's I am running out of the words. It's probably gonna pop in my head, and I'm not gonna even know it. But that's just my take on it. Like, I understand cheating is bad and it sucks, but like, you don't have to mark a tombstone that's permanently going to be there until the kids within like I don't know how many years they take. In which case, like, tagging on a car, you can get that cleaned up, no problem. But putting it on a tombstone, that costs a shit ton of money to just do that all over.
Yeah, well, the whole thing I think is because of the fact that he up and left, never even decided to file like divorce paper. He literally just packed up his bag and left without a word, leaving her with the kids and pretty much leaving her with the kids before the kids were adults.
No, I thought they were already filing for the divorce, but they just didn't finish it through.
No, this happened. This was pretty much they were starting to move all the legal things, and they had just barely turned. From what I could see, they had just barely started turning and gotten into adults, where the youngest was 19.
So you cut out like right there at the end. So I'm still confused. Like, did they have the divorce, or did it happen as he was already like gone?
It was happening as he was already gone. He up and left her without even divorcing himself. And that he left with a coworker that was married themselves.
So then that pretty much is telling me that they both were just not happy with their marriages.
I personally take the side of the wife. I think she was in her right to put that on his grave.
I feel like with this one, it needs more background as to who this person is, who everyone else is. Because to me, it just sounds like both of these two people were not happy with their marriages. To the point where they just said, let's just get out of here and let's just be us. That is honestly like, if it was just like, oh, he got caught and then he left, but no, he left out of the blue and then filed for divorce. So it should say a lot about who this person might be that we just don't understand. Because you have to think about it, this person might be a complete bitch. This person's probably holding out on a story that we probably just don't know. Like, for all we know, she probably have cheated once, and he just probably doesn't know that, or he probably did know that, and he's just like, fuck it. But at the same time, it wasn't mentioned, so I'm not going to go based off of that. I'm just going to go based off of the fact that both of these two were married. Both of these two left the person that they're married to be together. So that pretty much tells me that there's something with their partners, both the husband and the wife. There's something wrong with them to where these two just decided to get away. Like things have been falling apart, things have been going really bad, things aren't working out, no one's talking, no one's doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. On a gravestone, yeah, I get why that's not very much. Although this guy does sound like a piece of work. I mean, holy shit. But, in my opinion, like, I don't know. Because this guy really seemed to be like a big asshole, but maybe he had people that don't want to remember him that way. You know, and at a gravestone, it's sort of where you go to mourn somebody that you know that has passed, and I guess it seems a bit too personal, and tagging a gravestone is just pretty trashy in general. Do I think this guy deserved it? Most definitely. If there's one person, other than Hitler, that deserved this kind of treatment, it's probably this guy. My goodness. But I think the biggest part that we're forgetting here is the most important of all. The man died of a heart attack while having sex.
Yeah,
with his adulterer. That's on his obituary. This guy's afterlife career, or whatever, his reputation in the afterlife, it's over. He's done.
He died the way he wanted to live.
Yeah, he died the way he lived.
I can almost.
Oh!
No, I can see the light now.
It's like, yeah, I came to heaven.
Oh my, heaven my ass. That guy's going to hell or somewhere. My goodness. But, yeah, no. I don't know. I feel it's a bit in bad taste. I personally do think you're being a bit of an asshole for not paying to change it. I would pay to get it changed just for respect for the family. But I do agree he deserved it. So, you're not a big asshole, just a little asshole. Little asshole.
My whole take is like, if you don't want something like this to happen, don't do it in the first place. Like, if he wasn't happy, just freaking end the relationship. Talk it out. Say like, I'm not happy. This is not going on. I want to end it. And that's it. Just go on with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole point.
I agree. He was a piece of shit, 100%. But gravestones, I don't know. They're a little sacred for me personally.
Come on, we're like talking about, like, you gotta say, like, I already still remember what Georgie wants on his gravestone, and I still plan on making that a reality if I can.
Oh no! Wait, I remember now. You were all thinking I'm dead.
Exactly. And I said I wanted to be. What was his mind? It's like I wanted to be buried not that far away. It's like it's true.
It's when you were like, "Hi, now you'll never know what the treasure is."
It was something like that. It had something to do with like it interacts with yours or something like
that. We gotta remember it. But yeah, I'm gonna say asshole until there's like more of a full story. And this is coming from the guy who was in a relationship that was so bad. I almost hated on her, but said no. Break up with her first, and then I'll mess with whoever. Break up with her first, enter the relationship, then do whatever I wanted. And at the same time, when I look at it like that, because she kind of like said the same thing this woman said, just up and leave me for no reasons. That's literally what she told me. If that's like a response that I'm gonna get from a lot of people, then it's probably the same response that she's giving us that he gave her. He just said, "Hey, I'm not happy with this. I'm leaving. I'm gonna just go ahead and go." He probably did it like that instead of like she woke up one morning and he was just gone and never came back home. He probably just told her like, "Hey, I'm not happy with this. I'm leaving." So he literally took the lady and then they left together. That's how literally it was with me. I'm not just leaving for whatever reasons. I'm not having a relationship. I don't want to continue it anymore. You don't listen to me. I don't listen to you for what you tell me. Even though I'm always addressing the problem, but you never have a solution. I always do, but you never like it. So I think we should go separate. Wow, just for no reasons. And that's usually what I get hit with. For no reasons or out of nowhere. And that's literally what she's saying, that it's for no reason and out of nowhere.
Yeah, I get you.
But that's just personal experience. Otherwise, logically, I'm just like, there needs to be like a little bit more of an understanding as to who this person is and
Have
who
a
the
drink?
husband of the other girl
John?
is, so that we understand who they are and understand these two people a little bit more. Then it's like, oh, okay, so you could just say that he just wasn't happy and just left. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say barely an asshole.
Yeah, so like this is actually just reading
Thank
that
you.
article. Honestly, brought up the fact that there was this Facebook video I saw where the husband of this lady, his wife was pregnant, but it wasn't his kid, and he actually met the dude whose baby she was having, and the fact that the wife's family didn't know she was having an affair on him. And so what they find is when they did the gender reveal, they hid the guy she was having an affair with in the back. The guy she was having the affair with in the back of the truck, and the husband drove it up to the house. And it was like a U-Haul movie truck, and he was in the back.
Oh,
The other dude was in the back with like, you know, those poppers that have the colors that they use for gender reveals and stuff.
Yeah.
He like it was high
Uh-oh.
school. They were walking there. The family was so excited because they thought it was a big gender reveal. The husband walks his wife up to the truck, puts her opens the back, and it just shows a giant box because the other dude got in the box. And she's like so excited. They pull the box, and lo and behold, the other guy pops out, and they spill everything to the family. And the fact that like they're all disappointed. Like her mom was saying shit, her dad was saying shit, and they're all taking the husband's side because she's been having an affair with the dude for a year and didn't even tell the guy that she was married. So he was thought he was in a happy relationship
Oh.
with a single woman.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't even tell the poor bastard?
Yeah, and to top it off, dude, the guy's like who's like they're like both of them like who's the dad? And she's like, I don't know. And she's like and everything. She's like saying all this. The dude who like she's having an affair with like the other guy, not her husband, but the other guy. He's like, you know what? Fuck this. He pops the thing, and just throws it on the ground and walks away. And congrats, it's a boy.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's just a horrible situation.
I'm like, when I saw this, I'm like, oh, like this is just bringing back that memory for some reason. I watched this the other day while I was waiting to go to the pulmonologist.
You said the pulmonologist?
Pulmonologist.
Oh, pulmonologist. I was like,
Well, who's that? Who's that?
Me! I have another one! Are you guys ready for the title on this one?
just.
Am I muted? You guys hear me?
Let's hear it.
Well, alright.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I wonder, can y'all hear me in the stream?
Talk?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy.
Yeah, I'm picking you up on mine.
Oh, okay. I might be just tripping. Because I was just like, this doesn't feel like it. But that's only because I switched from my mic to my
Flickering.
headset. Because although you guys don't hear the fan in the stream, like on my direct stream, you do hear the fan. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to switch to my headset so that you wouldn't hear it. To the day I get noise canceling everything.
Yeah, there's a program you can get on OBS that actually blocks that out. I haven't figured out the name or if a free version that we could use.
Wait,
I think it's called like a denoiser. Anyway, but I got one, if you're ready.
Yep.
Okay, so, am I the asshole for applauding my neighbor's quote-unquote nighttime activities, question mark, quote-unquote? Okay. A few nights ago, my wife and I woke up by the neighbors in the apartment above our very explicitly and loudly trying to expand their family. They must have been going at it for an hour, and it was fairly frustrating as I had work the next day. Oh my word. After they were done, I played in a pause track on my Bluetooth speaker, held it up to the ceiling to try to make them aware of the relative thickness of the floor. I found out today that they have reported me to management for harassment. So, Reddit, am I the asshole? What do you guys think? I want to hear you guys' opinion on this one real fast. Hit me with it. Hot takes.
He's just fucking hilarious, to be honest with me.
This man's a legend.
I think the man posted in the wrong story.
Dude, it's like that one TikTok where the one dude's talking about how the fact is he can hear his neighbors upstairs going at it, and like he goes like when he hears they're about to finish her, he just yells out "finish him" in like the Mortal Kombat tone, and after a few minutes he hears what his neighbor yell back, "Round 2, fight."
About the other one. I've seen that one, and then I saw the one where there's a TikToker who's constantly at war with his neighbor, and he knows that they're both cheating on each other, so he keeps blackmailing them and stuff like that. But then the landlord keeps coming to his apartment, and he's just like, "Hey, we gotta notice that you had too much loud music." He's like, "No, it's not me. It's upstairs." Then he's like, "I don't know. I keep getting reports that it's you." And he's like, No. It's upstairs. Watch." He pulls up his phone, syncs his Bluetooth from his phone to their Bluetooth device upstairs, and cranks up the music. And he's like, "See, it's coming from upstairs. Keep telling me." So the landlord goes up there, and every time they were calling for a noise complaint, he would just keep saying, "Nope, it's upstairs," and he'd be playing music. And he just started playing like the worst music. Like he says, now it's like when I started watching him, he was like day 3 of annoying my neighbors. Today, I'm gonna play Barbie Girl as I leave my phone here and I go to work for $3.
Barbie Girl.
Yes, he played Barbie Girls on their Bluetooth device because they're a little more of an older couple, so they understand how it goes on and off and everything like that, but they don't know how to completely shut it off and keep it from turning off. Because I don't know which devices they have, but they have it to where it'll turn on when it syncs up to something, and then you can just control it for everything it does from the phone. And the only way to do anything about it is to take over the Bluetooth over it, and then force it to shut down and get the phone, but you can keep re-adding the phone.
Yeah, there's people that can do that.
But I went over this one just because I don't know why. I think it's just because it's whiskey. But am I the asshole for drinking whiskey in the office at 10:30 in the morning? I, 38-year-old male, work a stressful job in finance. After years of climbing my way up the corporate ladder, I finally became a VP at my firm, which comes with its own office. Only for my own office. I'm considering myself a classic kind of guy, and one of the things I admire most about my birthdays of the 1960s, think Madman, etc., is that the characters always have a jar of whiskey in their hand no matter what time of the day it is. Back when I worked the trading floor, I would have been uncalled to do such a thing in front of my colleagues, but I figured no one would ever care about it now that I have my own office. I recently purchased some whiskey jars and a premium bottle of $500 twice. I don't know why you need this shit out of this, unless it's for the story, which I store openly in my desk. I work with some high-end clients, and I'll always offer them a glass when they have important meetings. Unfortunately, none of them have ever accepted. So, not wanting to let the whiskey go to waste, I started sipping on a couple of glasses by myself every day. Sometimes as early as 10:30 a.m. That was until yesterday morning when one of the boss's CTO busted into my office announcing and caught me sipping. He looked shook, turned his back, and left. At this point, the bottle was already about half empty, so it probably looked pretty bad to him. Although I must add that this was consumed over the course of a whole week. I was drinking slowly enough that it didn't affect my work in any way. He sent me a long email about how I have a problem, and that he's going to contact HR. In the heat of the moment, I sent him a reply telling him maybe he needs a glass or two to lighten up. I'll admit to being the asshole for that part. I'm scheduled to speak with the HR tomorrow and shitting. Reddit, am I the asshole for sipping whiskey privately in my office? And then there's an edit. It seems that on TA. Oh, is that terminated? I'm going to ensure the whiskey drinking is hidden for public view. In the future, no drinking before lunch feels such that I don't need to Don Draper? I'm sorry, I got a bad ass. Don Dipper?
I don't get that Don Dipper part, but the rest is, yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, he admitted he was an asshole for that part right there with the female, and which I'm just like, that's golden. That's something I would love to see.
Indeed.
What y'all can take on it?
I don't know that part. I think it's funny, but like you shouldn't drink at work, or yeah, honestly you shouldn't drink at work because you never know what's gonna happen.
So here's the thing that's funny. Sorry to cut you off right there, but one of my managers told me, he showed me the law, he showed me the rule of the company, he showed me everything. By law, if you're at a position where you're managing others, you are legally obligated to take alcohol up to about, I think, like 0.1 or something like that, which is barely like one shot or one beer. But the higher position you are, the higher you can actually take some alcohol at work. So depending on this man's position, which is why I think he didn't get terminated, he just got like a write-up or something like that, because I don't think TA was terminated, especially the way he's talking. He probably just got a write-up because they think that he downed half the bottle instead of taking just a shot. So with that, it's like you have to, it kind of depends on the law in the country wherever it's on.
That's true. Sorry, my turtle checking me. But yeah, no, I get you. I don't really think he's too much of an asshole. This is my whole thing. It's like drinking at work is usually sometimes gonna get you in trouble.
Well, yeah, but you gotta remember he's not like a security guard at a warehouse where he has to be vigilant. You know? It sounds like he's just a guy that's having meetings with people and maybe doing paperwork, maybe talking to executives. It seems like he's kind of in a higher level position, you know? You know what I mean?
It sounds like he's in like a finance job or like a high sales job of some sort, or providing job. So like it seems like all of his work is usually directly with clients and then over on computer.
Yeah, I think in that kind of position, and he said he bought it originally for a client, right?
Yeah, but they were all saying no. Which, at that point, he probably should have been seeing it as like, oh, you guys don't want to drink, I want some money with it. In which now I see why he was drinking it himself. Because it's like, he bought this, he was expecting to share it, but no one was trying it, so it's like, okay, well, if no one's going to try it, I guess it's just up to me.
Yeah, it's like, I spent $500, I better fucking get my money's worth as damn whiskey. But, I don't know. I don't really think this guy's being that much of an asshole. He wasn't over drinking it. He was just sipping it. I mean...
And in which alcohol does help when it's that early in the morning. Well, not this early, I would say, I think it was like, what, between 6 to 8 o'clock. Just having one shot is supposed to help with something, but it's like, it's something very minor that not a lot of people eat, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think this guy was being an asshole, and I think that them, like, going to such an extreme extent is a bit overkill. Because he's not working on any dangerous equipment, you know, he's just sort of sitting in his office drinking an alcohol that he originally got for his work, you know. Just try to help him out with his work, so I'd say zero asshole. I don't think he's being an asshole. I think the other people in the office are kind of being assholes. Just because they're trying to get on this guy's case. I mean, I get that drinking's not really allowed at a workplace, but that job, nah, he was fine. And he's not chugging it. He's taking little sips, baby sips. Although, me personally, probably would have done it at home.
No, yeah, that's my opinion. It's like, it's not, the whole fact, I don't think he's an asshole. It's just the fact of him doing it at the office. And stuff.
Well, it's one thing when you're doing it in the office versus like walking around the floor and just say like, "What's up, intern? Y'all want a shot?"
Yeah, that's different. Those are two different situations.
Y'all not getting paid and y'all stressing the fuck out, and I don't want to get trouble. Oh, so come on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. These people would take the shot.
That one you get reprimanded for.
Yeah, it seems like they probably talked to him and they understood the story of like, oh, you know, I haven't been chugging the bottle. I just literally just take sips a day. It's like been there a week. Here's my receipt. So I'm gonna have to say that they probably saw that and they were like, okay, understandable, but like can't like, you know, drinking like that. In which case, it seems like you know, he learned his lesson and everything else like that. And it seems like the drinking isn't too much of a problem at work. He just has to make sure that it's not public and that he can't just be seen drinking while at work. But it seems like he's taking a safer route to stay and taking a drink or whatever at home before coming to work or after work. Yeah, and then he's not drinking before lunch either. In which case, with my manager, whenever he get it, because literally this would be him, like, he'll be like, all right, I'm gonna take a shot. He'll do it the last hour of the shift. He's like, this is the last hour. What we're doing is cleaning up, stocking, and getting everything ready to be closed. He's like, it's a perfect time to always take your shot or to take your one beer. So that's usually how he would do it. I'm guessing this guy is doing it like the first 2 hours or 2.5 hours of this shift.
Yeah.
But
Seems like it.
I try to incorporate my experience and see how this is, but it's like I can't because every other experience I have when it comes to jobs, all of them, almost all of them would require me not to take no sips of alcohol.
Yeah.
Working with heavy machines, working with customer service, but with his job, it's like, oh, I'm just literally chilling in the office when I can see clients to
Do some paperwork, maybe.
Yeah, it's usually right then and there. It's not like how it is when you're working retail and you're working with like everyone who comes your way. This time it's, oh, you're scheduled, you're coming in, and then he's not even drinking before meeting them. He's offering them a drink and seeing if they're down to drink right then and there, and if not, it's like, oh.
And then he's like not chugging it, he's just lightly sipping it. I
He's
don't
an
know.
asshole for that email he replied.
Oh yeah.
I said reply telling him. He admitted it too, but at the same time, like if I was the HR rep or something like that, I was like, huh, I need a drink too. Shit, pass me one.
Pass me that shit.
HR be like
$500 whiskey.
because you've been reported for drinking on the job, and as
So-
I say, offer me one now.
It just shows it on his on the little thing. He's like, all right, here you go. This is yours. Okay, so I'm in trouble for drinking alcohol and not providing some for everyone in the office. Everyone in the office just crossed arm like, we all wanted some too. We all wanted some.
We wanted some. Oh, like
You know
with
what
a
it
kid
would
in the
like-
class, yeah.
It would have been funny if he didn't get in trouble. He shared the drink with HR, like, and he just sends a picture of them sharing a drink, and he sends it to his boss, like, why can't you be as chill as HR?
That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing.
Up next, right?
Oh wait, real quick though. So not an asshole, right? Or I'm saying not an asshole.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'd
say
say
not
not
an
an
asshole.
Not an
Okay.
asshole.
Asshole for the reply, but
Oh yeah.
not really. I don't see it that bad. If he was working like Amazon or something like that, heavy equipment or something where he has to be in charge of everyone's safety and stuff like that, then it's like, oh, yeah, you.
Oh yeah. If he was working on the floor on like a machine, like a forklift or something, yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. But anyway, go ahead, Jose. Go ahead.
What the fuck is
Okay,
this? I'm
so-
going over this.
The fabulous title is this. It's a long ass title. Holy shit. But anyways, it's Am I the asshole for telling my sister she's not my boss after she tried to plan 6 months worth of playdates for our daughters?
I found it.
This is sounding like really close to that.
My sister Jess is 18 months older than me.
Older sister stuff. Amy, I hope you're listening.
Not in the sweet way either. She wouldn't insist on being a part of my friend group, then judge some of my friends, even chasing some of them off over the years. The latest was 5 years ago. I was 21, and one of the friends I met in college was hanging out with us, and she
told her she wasn't good enough to be our friend.
Oh, he froze.
Speaking to me again.
Oh, he froze.
Damn. Anyways,
You froze, Jose. What'd you say?
I've set boundaries before, and she has.
Jose, you froze.
She keeps saying family sticks together.
Jose?
Can you hear us?
For each other.
I don't think he can hear us.
Oh no.
Told her I don't like it, and we don't need to share the same friends. She disagrees strongly. Our
Jose?
parents just shrug it off as though we both get veto power, so it's okay. I pulled way back after that incident.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear us.
What?
Oh, can you hear us now?
We were trying to tell you for like a good cool minute that you froze. And
Yeah,
then
you
like,
froze and
out of
broke up.
nowhere.
We lost you for a second there. What part of the story are you at?
Okay, I was on like the third paragraph. But what's the last thing?
1, 2, 3.
Like a little after the title.
Yeah, it was like she wasn't good enough to be our friend, quote unquote.
Okay, so I'll just start from.
Okay.
Yeah, around that part, it's like she said white trash had no place in our lives, and basically pissed the girl off so much she wouldn't speak to me again either. And
Damn,
that's
called her
damn.
trash.
Yeah, that's why I was like, holy shit. But anyways, I have set boundaries before, and she has broken them. She keeps saying family sticks together and looks out for each other, which is what she's doing when she chases away friends she deems unworthy of us. I have told her I don't like it, and we don't need to share the same friends. She disagrees strongly. Our parents just shrug it off as though we both get veto power to say it's okay. I pulled way back after that incident. Then we both got pregnant at the same time. Her daughter just turned 2.5.
Holy shit.
My daughter will be 2 soon. She has asked several times about play dates, and I always make up excuses about why they won't happen. Then about 6 weeks ago, I told her I was not interested in play dates for our kids because of her behavior. I pointed out exactly what my issues were, and that I am not willing to let her dictate my daughter's life and friends too. She came back to me with play dates mapped out for the next 6 months, down to the times and places and how much they'll cost. I told her no. I said she's not my boss, and I'm not going to let her control more of my life. I told her I would rather our girls grow up distant than deal with her and let her do to my daughter what she has done to me since we were kids. She got so pissed, she told me she has only ever tried to be my friend, and I'm unreasonable. I responded with, if she stops trying to interfere, then maybe things can change, but I am not willing to back down from this otherwise. She tried to get our parents involved, and I just ignored all 3 of them. Am I the asshole?
We can go with no.
Yeah, no, not really.
You're gonna push all of this extra all onto me and all this other shit. You're gonna make it to where all my friends are distant. You're gonna make me lose so many people to where the only friend I'm gonna have is you. And then you're gonna probably do the same to my child, make it to where the only friend that they have is your kid. Like, nah, like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just say, step away from me, let me do my own, and I'm gonna just chill out over here. What you're doing is pretty much taking over my life, taking over who I can and can't hang out with, and telling me to choose family over everyone else, but family is what's holding me back.
Yeah, I'm like definitely 100% agree. But when I started reading, like, when I was skimming over it to figure out if I was going to read this to you guys or not, I'm like, damn, she's not the asshole, and I gotta share this. So yeah, she's not the asshole. The sister that was trying to control everything is the asshole in this situation, to be honest.
Yeah, we had
100%, 100%.
It was about religions. It was like some girl who was trying to do an egg quiz.
Ugh. But yeah, no, you can't just micromanage your brother or your sister's life just because you love them. That's not how it works. They gotta be their own person, you know?
Most definitely.
Oh, what does the comment say? Is there anything on the comment?
Let me look.
Let me look also. Not the asshole, but I think you have to go you have to go no contact since she believes that you are doing is right and won't stop. For your daughter's sake and your own sake, cut her off. I don't know. I feel like they could be adults and figure this shit out. I don't know about cut out completely.
No, they can. It's just the fact is the sister refuses to change and wants to still micromanage. That's the issue.
Yeah, so don't go on the play dates, but like don't like shut off all the contact with the whole family. I think that's a bit extreme.
No,
you know?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say, like, from what I can tell from the thing is, she wasn't cutting them off. She just wasn't listening to them on this particular situation.
Oh yeah, no, the commenter was saying cut them off. Don't contact her ever.
I would say cut them off, especially if they're just gonna constantly bombard me with all this stuff.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, if it gets worse, yeah.
yeah, if it's just like you guys are all bombarding me, and it's like you guys want me to just forever just do whatever she wants me to do whatever she wants me to do. What's the point of having me around? Especially if it's your parents and her, all three of them are hanging up on you like, what's wrong with you? And it's like, you know, I don't want to hear nothing from any of y'all. I'd rather you just cut them all off. And then give them a chance like a while after, like, hey, are we ready to be more mature about this?
Yeah. Like if it gets really bad, yeah. I can't tell how bad it is right now, other than the one friend thing, which is really bitchy.
I can honestly, like, even though the family, the mom and dad aren't.
Did he break up again? I think he might have broke up again.
Now, like, you're both.
You broke up again.
Yeah.
Repeat it.
Okay, so I'm thinking, like, in this situation, I feel like even though they're not mentioned often, I feel like instead of like trying to help them resolve the issue and say, hey, you shouldn't try to micromanage your sister's friends, they're like, I don't know, you both can say no or to okay something, you know? Like it shouldn't have been like that.
That's not a both sides argument. It's like one is your sister that you want to control who she hangs out with, which is just stupid. And the other one is just someone that's like just trying to make friends with people, you know? You gotta let the baby bird fly. You can't keep them caged all the time. It doesn't.
Yeah, like in this situation, I feel like instead of the parents saying like staying out of it, there should, it's pretty much the whole situation. Like the family says, hey, why don't you have any friends? And she could literally legit just look at her sister like, I wonder why I don't have any friends. She doesn't let me make any. And like if they try to pull everything off, that's the point where you just kind of have to put your foot down, you know? Like mom, dad, she's not letting me make any friends. She keeps scaring them away. And everything. She keeps saying they have to be our friends, but no, they're my friends. If they want to be friends with her, sure. But I should be able to have friends that don't involve having a sister around.
Yeah.
Because like for me, like for a while, I was like back when I was younger, I would hang out with Wendy. We would play games together and stuff like that. And we considered each other friends. But as we grew older, we became more detached. We started hating each other a little bit more, not in the fact we completely hate each other, just the normal brother and sister dispute kind of way. And we have our own friends. Heck, I made friends with some of her friends, but it didn't always say like that. It didn't have to be like all of us all the time kind of thing. It just like, you guys kind of get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get you. We understand what you mean. So. I'm going with, I think I said not an asshole on this one.
Not an asshole.
Yeah.
No.
Seems like the sister's the real asshole, just trying to micromanage the friend group and everything.
Here,
We're being real.
This
Anyway, so...
She's not an asshole.
Oh no, she's not. Are you guys ready for a really hard one? Like a hard one. I found this one. This one's the hardest one I've seen. Are you guys ready?
Yeah. And Josh just now.
Oh, is he in?
No. I think he's still traveling.
Okay, yeah, because I think it gets off at 6. That's probably what happened.
Ah. Yeah, he's in Lancaster, but he's leaving, but he's stuck in like a lot of stuff.
Okay. Alright. So the title of this one is, am I the asshole for not letting my in-laws visit until 2 weeks after our baby is born, but letting my mom visit right away.
Answer circumstances.
Alright, and then this is how it goes. Both my in-laws are very kind people and will be very loving grandparents. But MIL specifically is exhausting to me. I don't know what MIL is. I'm assuming it's part of the birthing experience. I don't know if you guys know or anything, but
You say MIL?
MIL, that's what it says. This one I got a couple days ago, so it might not be in the list anymore. I could copy the link and send it if you guys want the actual file. You guys want it?
Nah, I should be good.
I'll post it in the Discord either way.
MLA.
MIL. I'll post it in the chat.
Oh, MIL.
There's the link in the chat.
Yeah, mother-in-law.
But my mother-in-law is exhausting to me. Okay, yeah. But mother-in-law specifically is exhausting to me. And I do not want to host her during the postpartum period. She is hyper, brings her dog with her anytime she tries to do something around the house, she needs like 100 words of affirmation and praise for how great she did it. Like she's the opposite of what I think I want and need when baby is born. Hold on, let's zoom that back in. I know it's typical for people to want to come and see a baby right away. I don't want them in the hospital, and I don't want them in my house until I have recovered a bit. I am a first-time mom, and I don't know what this is going to be like. I know my baby blues is a thing, but I know how I will be feeling emotionally or physically, and I do not want either of my in-laws hanging out at my house while I'm trying to figure it out. Breastfeeding initially, or potentially crying for no reason. Where it gets unfair is that I want my own mom. She's the person besides my husband I am most comfortable with, and if I need help, I want my mom. I understand. She understands me. I know she will come over, clean, bring food, provide emotional support, and leave. She lives 10 minutes away, so wouldn't be staying in my house. It's just easier. I don't feel like I should feel so guilty about things being unfair for the grandmothers when I'm the one who had the baby, but I know they will think I am an asshole. So what do you guys think?
Not an asshole. Like with the stress of everything of giving birth to a child and then having it starting out as a mother, and you're reaching out to the number one person you should reach out to for everything that you need when it comes to this. Reach out to the person who raised you, so that way she can tell you everything that she did, or she can go over everything that she felt with you over the whole process of the stuff. As well as you have it to where you have these grandparents that you say pretty much would be pretty much catastrophic if they came by, especially if they're bringing a dog around.
Well, she said specifically that she likes to bring her dog around with her, and that if she were to be by, usually the person that gave birth would have to like cater to them, and they would have to stay at her house if she came by.
Yeah, so
like that's how she imagines it would have to go down, based off past experience. I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, if it's gonna be like that, or she's expecting it to be like that, then it's like completely understandable. She wants to be in a more comfortable, calming, and helpful environment, and that happens to be your mom. Mom's just 10 minutes away. Mom doesn't have to stay if she doesn't want to. Mom is also giving her pointers, tips, helping her out with the whole baby process. Mom's helping her with the cooking and the cleaning and such, so she's not going to be alone in all the situation. And then the only thing I'm not hearing, well, I don't know if they mentioned anything about baby daddy or boyfriend or husband or.
She didn't say anything about his opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
she didn't talk about his opinion about the situation.
Yeah, so then with that, you'd have to agree with more on her side that she's gonna want, mother over your grandparents. You're gonna want someone first helping her get through so that she understands the scope of it first before having people come over, and especially if it's people that are pretty much gonna make it that she sees that might make it more irritating, difficult to deal with.
Plus, you have to consider the fact is her emotional state is going to affect how the baby is too. So, like, you got to do whatever is most comfortable for her, because the fact is, she herself is uncomfortable. The baby's going to feel that, and because they're more. What's the term? I don't remember the term. Lauren says it all the time. I forget what it is. But they're affected by emotions more easily. So if the mom's uncomfortable, the baby's going to be uncomfortable. If people get mad because the fact is the mom doesn't want the other people there, then the baby's going to be uncomfortable and upset and mad. Upset because of the fact is all these are all different emotions. They're feeling it all, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not even letting the grandparents even see the child for like 2 weeks? That just feels like a little extreme for me.
No, my whole thing is like, if they want to see the child, that is fine.
Well, she said no in this one.
Well,
no, she's saying that they get to see the child like 2 weeks.
Yeah, she said not for 2 weeks because she doesn't want to host him. Which I get that, but I feel like there could be another option. Like, instead, just tell them as a condition you have to get your own thing, like your own apartment, and you can't stay for too long because of this, that, and that, and just interact with the husband. You get me? I feel like there could be a way they could work around this issue and still have the grandparents just involved, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being the asshole.
no, you pull up valid points. Like, there is ways to work around it. I know, but like I know some people are like very conscious because during the first few weeks of the baby being born is pretty much the imprinting process where the baby finds the person it's most comfortable being around. So usually you want that to be the mom. So that's why like when a baby's born, normally they give it to the mom right away to have skin-to-skin contact, because that way they familiarize with how she feels, how she smells, so on and so forth. Where like you have an example, well, back when my nephew Joshua was born, he didn't really spend a lot of time with his mom. He mostly spent it with our sister Sandra. And because of that, he felt more comfortable sleeping in Sandra's room than he felt sleeping in his mom's room. So the only way for him to calm down and sleep comfortably at night was with our sister Sandra. So because that's his aunt, so pretty much with his aunt, where it made Wendy feel upset sometimes because of the fact that her firstborn child didn't want to always stay with her.
Yeah.
So it's like it's that whole concept where that happened. So luckily, like with the next couple of kids, it didn't happen so much. So where the kids would go and sleep over at their aunt's house, at their aunt's room for a while, but that was just because they were already old enough and wanted to spend time with their aunt, and not because the fact is they had a higher imprinting on the aunt than they did the mom.
Yeah, but I mean, you want your kid to have a good relationship. Well, it seems like she's not against these people. She really didn't want to host them. And if that imprinting thing's true, like, you'd want the kid to also know and be one of the first person they see to be the grandparents on the father's side too, no?
No, I'm pretty sure they do. It's just the fact that it's for a while, just to make sure that the baby's comfortable always staying around. Because what's to say, like, the grandparents are staying with her and constantly staying around the baby, to the point that when the grandparents leave, now that you have an upset baby all the time because the people. I'm not saying that the grandparents should stay in the house. Obviously, that would be an issue. I'm just saying that making them wait 2 weeks before they even see the baby seems like it's not how I would have played it. I feel like there's another solution where you could just have the grandparents, if they have the income capability, to pay for like a hotel nearby and just stop by one day
just so they can see the kid, and then head back afterward. Just make like a weekend vacation kind of out of it, you know?
It's also
The only problem with all of that is that she wants everything. One, she wants to make sure that she knows everything that she's doing and that she's getting everything in a comfortable situation. Two, it's only like 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks, like you're not gonna see much of any change when it comes to the child or the baby or nothing like that. There's no need to rush it, especially even if it's like a month like that they're gonna see the kid. Because then the later it is, the more the child is going to be able to, open their eyes, you're going to see the color in their eyes and everything. In which case, with my family, it's a little more better to see them later than so early. Like, a lot of the times, like, if they really wanted to see the child really, like, right then and there as soon as possible, they should have made time to go to the hospital. And if you can, you have to wait. It sucks. But
well, I think that she was that. By the sound of it, that the grandparents were trying to, but like the mom wasn't comfortable with them. Well, actually, I don't know about the hospital, but yeah, no, she said because that they would be like too fussy, and that she'd get upset. Right? I think that's what she said.
If they're gonna be too fussy, then yeah.
Well, that's just based off of previous experience. I'm just saying they could have a conversation. Like, these people are adults. I'm pretty sure they could try to work past it.
You'll be surprised of how childish adults can be. Considering the fact is, I work at an amusement park where I'm constantly dealing with adults. I have some adults that are acting like children because of like, you're not where I work. You're not supposed to bring glasses to the park.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised at how many people throw tantrums and complain because like, you're not supposed to bring this. Why did you bring makeup to? It's a water park. So I was like, why did you bring makeup to a water park? It's like, oh,
makeup to a water park.
Yeah, it's like they're like, this is my sunscreen. It's wrinkle control cream. It's not sunscreen. You don't need it. You paid over $100 for it. Congrats. Don't bring it.
Just don't bring it to a water park. What are you doing?
And then the thing you gotta also look at is that if she's picturing all of this, and she has to constantly bring up that they kind of bring those behaviors. That kind of tells me that she's already talked to them, she's already told them that, and even though she's already done all those things that she needs to do, they're like, hey, can we be quiet and everything like that, they must already have it to where they don't really ever listen to her, or they always say, yeah, we understand, but still continue to do it. That's like how I would see it for her, see how she cleaned it up, and she's letting me know, like, this is what I expect. So I'm assuming that she always told them, like, hey, you guys are really loud, these guys are down. I'm assuming that they don't, and that's why she always has a picture. As soon as she knows about these two showing up or if she want to see anything, oh, they're going to be noisy.
Yeah, but I feel like when it's something as important as your firstborn kid, it's like you should, especially when it comes to something like family that you're not necessarily hate. Like, by the sound of it, she doesn't have a hatred for these people. She just gets really annoyed with them at times and doesn't want to deal with that with the kid around. I feel like that at least make an effort, like talk to... I don't know if they did talk to them based off of what they said, but like just talk to them and say, you can come by once, see the kid, just, I'm going to be too tired and out of it. Maybe the dad could walk over with the kid, you know? And then just see the kid once, say hi, say you love yous, and then you gotta go because I got a lot I'm still recovering. You know, I just feel like an effort should have been made that makes not her an asshole, but like that she could have done more. You know what I mean? I feel like you shouldn't exclude the grandparents just because they were annoying to you before.
Well, you also gotta consider the fact that one, she doesn't ever mention her partner. So there could be...
No, yeah. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, so there could be decisions that her partner is trying to make without her judgment or anything input on it.
Oh no, the partner should definitely get her opinion because it's her kid. You know, you shouldn't be doing... I'm not advocating that.
No, yeah, I agree with that, and that's what I'm saying. We don't know if that's a thing they're doing, though. Because there's times where, like, I admit that there's times where I sometimes try to make decisions without asking my partner, and it's like, they get mad at me.
Well, something as important as you're seeing your firstborn child and everything with the grandparents, that's a really important thing. Do not do anything without your wife's consent, obviously.
Yeah, but there's sometimes where like you think like, oh, they'll be okay with it. Like I've done that. Like I've done that. Where like this is an important decision, but I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be okay.
They'll be out. Yeah, they'll be okay. And nope.
I'm pretty sure the U.S. doesn't need this.
But hey, I have a quick question.
Yeah,
aside
shoot.
from doing this, I know that we might do something else. How long are we going to be doing this for? Because I do have work at like 9 in the morning, so I don't know how many more hours.
Well, those were my 3, so I got all mine done.
So if you guys want, we'll just do this last one and then jump on Apex. It's the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean, unless y'all got something else in mind. What?
No.
Unless
Apex
y'all
sounds good.
Get the Call of Duty beta.
I have not downloaded it yet. No.
Alright, then yeah, we'll just go on to the Apex.
Yeah, Call of Duty fills up my hard drives way too fast, so I don't even bother downloading them anymore.
Yeah, no. But this one's really good. I might actually get it for my PC. Like, well, compared to like Cold War, it's better than Cold War for sure. Modern Warfare, I would still say it's better than this new one that's came out. But it's actually a nice new one to play an old World War II game.
Dude, I'm sad. There's a game one of my friends gifted me on Steam, but it crashes the PC. It can't handle it, even though it's not that high. Like, spec-wise, the graphics-wise don't look that high, but since it is like procedurally generated worlds and stuff like that, it can't handle it. And like, I'm so sad because I really wanted to play it because it's I don't know if you guys heard of the game Valheim, but it's like pretty much a survival game based off of Norse mythology and stuff.
I've heard of it. Is it good though?
I've seen gameplay and it looks really good, and especially since I like survival games and I'm trying to get into them more, and want to play with people. So the fact that they got me this game I was very excited, and then the first few times I tried to play it today, it kept crashing, and I'm like, the computer had to keep rebooting. And
No.
So I'm gonna have to get a stronger PC just to play it. I don't know why, but I am. This laptop is high end, but it can't handle it.
It's just like
God damn it.
What was it? Anthem or anything for the PlayStation where if you play it, it's just gonna break your system.
Oh yeah, I supposedly they fixed that, but I still don't get it because of the possibility of it still happening.
I might just take a risk and get it, just because like when I first saw the game, it looked like amazing. Like I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna get on this, and then the next year everyone's like, it broke our shit.
Well, you could ask Mr.LimeSmiles there. He has played it before.
Which one? Or which one?
Anthem. You guys played it before.
Oh yeah, I played that. What about it?
Was it a good game, or would you say it's mediocre-ish?
That's the thing. Like, the core gameplay is really, really cool and fun, but there just isn't a lot of modes. You know what I mean? It's like
outside of it.
but the gameplay itself is really unique. Like, can you get it for free, or do you have to pay a lot?
No, it's barely it's like I think Second Division is more expensive. And Second Division, you can get that game for $5.
If it's cheap, try it out. I personally, I would suggest trying it out because the game engine itself is a load of fun. You literally feel like Iron Man a lot of the time.
I was gonna say too, I still do have Tom Clancy's Second Division.
Oh, 7th Division.
I have it. I think it's still downloaded on the PS4. I'm not sure. I just haven't played it.
I just remember who was it? I think it was Tila who got mad at me because she was like, "How much you pay for this game?" I was like, "I bought this game like twice, and both times. Like, the first time I bought it was $15." She's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yeah," but then the second time it was better. And she's like, "How much you get it for the second time?" $5. She's like, "This is fucking bullshit. I paid fucking $40 for this game." And I was like,
That's funny.
When did you buy it? She's like, I bought it 3 months ago. I was like, and this was like last year. So what? We played last year, July. So last year, July. That's when we played it, and that's when I got it for $5. She bought it 3 months from before then. That still means that game shouldn't have been no more than $15. So I'm wondering where did she go to get it for $40?
Is it possible that she got the one with the DLC?
No. No DLC.
Could you switch it over from the monitor to the Xbox?
I know in the actual, if you like go to Walmart,
Yeah.
Best Buy or something, I think it's still like
Thank you. Sorry.
$20 for it's pretty expensive price.
No, you're cool.
Yeah, let me check right now if I were to like get it on.
Thank you for all the help, John. Careful. Yeah. We're gonna switch to Apex. Oh, today? I don't know.
Alright, so if you were to get it for PlayStation, it's like $22.95. Jesus Christ. But if you want to get it for Xbox, it's $34.99. But they have different pricing because there's another one here.
Which game? Which game is this?
Oh, this is the Gold Edition, never mind. This is Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Alright.
Ah, The Division, okay.
Yeah, so for the regular edition for it, on Amazon, it's $15.27, and then if you're getting it for Xbox, it's $11. And then if you're getting it for PC, for some reason, it is $30. But that's if you're doing PC digital code. I don't know about PC disc-wise.
Dude, once Miguel gets his PS4 and is able to join us, I feel like we should all run through the Division because I feel like we'll all be idiots on there.
Oh, on The Division? Is it that crazy?
It's funny with your friends because of the stupid shit you get into.
Oh, another thing we should all get on PlayStation is Alien Fireteam. That shit is awesome.
It's Xbox only.
Oh, it's Xbox only?
Yes.
You guys should buy Xboxes.
But DeAndre and I do have Predator hunting ground.
Oh, okay. Predator is also cool. I'm down for Predator.
We
PlayStation for Predator, Xbox for Aliens.
Yeah.
Let's get over this one. Alright, so am I the... Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what was the dumb thing that happened on the Division? Like, I think when you guys joined, we were trying to figure out why the heck we weren't able to access the Dark Zone for the longest time, and it was just because one of us
Almost done.
hadn't unlocked it yet, but for some
Have
reason
another
he was
drink?
in our group in the Dark Zone when we were originally in there.
I think it was me. No. No, it was someone else.
It was one of your friends. One of your friends had joined us. That they hadn't unlocked the Dark Zone yet, but because we were in there, they spawned in there with us. But once we left,
it was Malik.
Yo, yeah, it was Malik.
Yeah, it was Malik. I remember now. Oh man, I haven't heard
That
of
was
him.
funny. We were like trying to figure out why it was that we weren't able to get back into the Dark Zone after we left, and it was because he was party leader.
Oh, put it in the fridge.
I thought you were
There
gonna
wasn't
bring up
one in
that
the
time
fridge?
where
I
someone
gave
threw a
you-
grenade at someone, and then they went to go res.
the new box?
And apparently somebody threw the grenade back at him.
Yeah, that
Freezer,
was what happened to
and
me.
put
I
a-
got downed, and Malik
put a,
had to go pick me
Fresca.
up because we were all wondering how that happened, considering I think I was the highest level out of you guys because I had played more.
Hey, let me get over this article so we can move on to the next. I think I'm gonna play Apex off my PC since I already have a double screen loaded up. But
I have the PS4 set up. All I have to do is turn it
I'm loading up Apex right now. Like, on the other screen, obviously, not on the computer.
yeah. So, am I the asshole for saying that my boyfriend had a lifetime commitment to his ex since they are co-parents?
Wait, what?
Am I the asshole for saying that my boyfriend had a lifetime commitment to his ex since they are co-parents?
What? A lifetime commitment to his ex because they are co-parents?
Yes, they're co-parents.
What does that mean?
That means
That
they
means-
have a kid together.
They have a kid
Oh.
together, they're both taking care of the child, but they're not together as a couple.
Oh. And
So, yeah.
go ahead, explain. Go ahead and say what's happened. No, just
I thought you wanted to explain co-parenting.
no. Go ahead and just get to the story.
Alright, so the story starts. My boyfriend used to be married to Jennifer, and they have twins. I had never seen dated a father before. Like, how does that make sense when you type it? I had never seen dated. Like, you never been seen dating a father, or you never seen yourself dating a father?
I think it's a typo.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and go past it from here. Alright, a father before, so I really didn't know what to expect. Anyway, my boyfriend and Jennifer are co-parents and split the parenting duties pretty equally. They see each other a lot and communicate a lot about their sons. so they have twin boys. I realized after we were together for a year that things really weren't working for me. I knew my boyfriend had a commitment before me to bring a father and that would be a lifelong commitment. I felt okay with that and felt like that made him a good dad and a good man. I didn't realize that also meant he'd have to what I see to be a lifelong commitment to Jennifer, to co-parent well. They have to communicate often, see each other often, work through disagreements or stress respectfully, share holidays, stay in touch with each other, family, etc. You shut the fuck up. I felt like those were things I respected him for doing, but I also don't feel like they were what I wanted in a partner. I wanted a partner who committed to me alone and no other woman. And I want to feel like life decisions are made between me and my partner primarily, not between my partner and his co-parenting primarily. I felt like the main relationship in the dynamic was my partner in general. So I talked to him about it a year, saying that I respected his commitment to his family a lot, but I don't feel like the relationship was working for me because I couldn't make a life with someone who's already had a lifetime commitment with another woman. My boyfriend was really upset with me for saying that I had a lifetime commitment to Jennifer, saying that they were divorced. I said maybe not a marriage commitment, but definitely have a lifetime commitment to raising their child together. They will always be the parents of two lovely boys who will be in their lives hopefully for their whole life. And with that family, they would always have a commitment to their families and to each other. And that I was happy that they could do that for their child's sake, and I respected, but it wasn't for me. My boyfriend was really angry, saying he never wanted to commit to Jennifer, to be pressuring him into marriage since she got pregnant young. And
You
she
want to give your
isn't his
opinion on this?
girlfriend or anything,
John?
but the parents of his child too. And it's offensive to
Do you want to
say
give
that
your opinion on this?
yeah. It's offensive to him to say he has a lifetime commitment to her. This is where I probably messed up, but I said, but you, whether you like it or not, you have a family together. He said that he needs some time alone and left for the year. I feel conflicted. I honestly think that he does have a commitment to Jennifer, and I understand and respect that, but I also know that he's upset to hear that uh, that the reason I don't want to see a relationship working long. Emily asked him for telling my boyfriend that he has a commitment to the mother of his child. This one to me was a bit of a doozy.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't like it when women, or I guess it's really just people in relationships. When people in relationships think that you're the only person that they can love, you know? And it's like you can't have any other commitments but me. I feel like that's not a healthy relationship that they're setting up. You know?
One of my viewers says that yes, she is the asshole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Yeah, like, look, the guy divorced her. Okay, he's obviously not in love with her, but they want to make it work for their family, the kids. You know, you can't just make the kid not see the mom ever. You know?
It's like if you turn a scenario to work, right? Oh, wow. Say you have it to where you have that coworker you don't like, but you have to work with them because your boss makes you guys work together. You guys agree, all right, let's just not get on each other's nerves, let's just get the job done, and then we'll go. That's not us, like, committing or building a friendship. We're not building a friendship at work. No, we're just doing our job and then we're moving on. We don't care about each other. We just do what our supervisor is telling us to do, and we're going on. We're just doing everything for our child, and then we're moving on. We're not having a whole romantic, we're not having a whole love stew. No, we're strictly, like, if she saw, like, oh, you know, it just seems like you get closer and closer to her than it is with me, and it's like, okay, I understand.
Yeah, that I could, like, if they were getting a bit too lovey-dovey, I could see that, but based off what she said, no.
No. Yeah, so it's like, oh, it's just me and my child. I'm only talking to her because my child. We take care of them. Our conversation is, did you take the twins to school? Yeah, take them to school. They're at school. You're gonna pick them up? Yeah, I'll be picking them up after school. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Does that sound like something that you should be wary of and look down and be like, I mean, I respect that he's a father, but it just seems like he's in a committed relationship. If they had it to where, he was like, oh, I dropped off the kids, I'm gonna come over and come see you and see how things are and stuff like that. Then it's like, what the fuck? What do you really go over there to go check on her or see how she's doing and help her out and stuff?
Yeah, it's like it's and pretty much what's following what you said, dude. So once again, my viewer said that he, in a sense, he's in a commitment with his kids, not with her. It's just the fact is that's their mom. So yeah, I can agree with the fact that I can say that the girl is an asshole because the dude's showing a commitment to his kids. He wants to make sure the kids have everything they want. And the thing is, honestly, like, even if they're divorced, you can technically, I've known people that even though they've divorced and everything, they're divorced, they can still have a somewhat friendly relationship with their exes. Would they ever want to get with them? No. Would they ever visit them? Probably not. But they can still talk as people.
Yeah, like, you can be friendly. You don't have to be, dating them just to be friendly.
And I knew something was wrong with her when she was saying that, like, she wants to be able to do things without having the need for a third person to be in. Like, like if she wanted to take the boyfriend and the child out somewhere, it's like, I don't want to have it to where I have to ask her baby mama to get permission for us to go do something for each other. Like, you're just do it. Or the only other way is if you leave both Timmy and Billy with her, and then we can do whatever we want. Like, that to me just shows that pretty much what really is going on is that you want it to where you guys have the freedom to do everything. You pretty much would want her out of the picture. Like,
yeah, and I don't think that's fair to the kids.
Yeah, I think it's not that she doesn't want the kids not to be there, it's just that she doesn't want the baby mama to be here or involved in the whole relationship or her life. Because I think the way that she feels is that because she has so much control when it comes to the kid, she has control over him, and that is what she sees as a relationship or something, or a commitment. But it's not a commitment, it's a cooperation. They're cooperating with each other to work with their kid. They're not a team, they're not a tag team, they're not like the best of buddies right after, they're just taking care of their child and then they're moving on.
Yeah, and like the other girl's remarried, right? Didn't she say that?
Did she say that?
I thought I heard that. Maybe I'm getting my stories mixed up.
No, I know he said that he pretty much was forced into it because, he got pregnant at a young age. He wasn't even a girlfriend. I'm guessing this must have been like a one-night stand that went really bad.
Yeah, probably.
There, your protection, viewers.
Yes, protection.
Robin has taught me one thing. Wrap it before you tap it.
Indeed, very wise words.
Yeah, I will have
wrap it before you tap it.
He is 100% a bit of an asshole. You knew what to expect when you come into this, and you knew what you were saying was wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
I'm going with 100% asshole too. Well,
I mean, it's not like you guys are sitting there watching Netflix. It's like, oh, shoot, damn it, it's horny time. She needs someday. I gotta go. What does that have to do with the kid? I'm sorry, but as a part of co-parenting, I have to give her dick every now and then. And so, all right, you can pause the movie
Oh my god, dude.
and just have everything ready. I'm gonna come right back. And hopefully, I'm not too tired. And I was hoping to give it to you.
yeah, that's not what's happening.
And then they leave. And he comes back and he's like, all right, I gave her the dick. And I also checked to make sure that they're doing enough homework like she asked me to. So I'm here now. Did you finish up your colors? Well, I mean, you want to do the dick now or do you want to finish the rest of this James Bond? I originally was going to say that Ace Ventura.
Comes back right at the rhino scene.
Oh my god, I just did that to my ex-wife.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'm going to have to say, she is the asshole.
Yeah, I agree. She is being an asshole in this situation. 100%.
We have found a good amount of assholes and non-assholes. Like, the first time we did this, I was like, we found no assholes because we were, like, picking and understanding both sides and then going through. So the first time we did it, we had no assholes. Versus this year, we kind of got a bit of a balance of both, like asshole and no asshole.
Are you saying that when I'm here, I attract the asshole comments and stuff?
Probably. I mean,
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe the asshole god.
By the way, D, when you said wrap it before you tap it, but my viewer was typing out the same exact thing when you said it.
Yeah.
like my speaking saying. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna load up my.
Alright, I'm already loaded up. I'm going to end this stream and start a new one with the title changed. You guys good with that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna update mine up here.
I got
Alright.
God damn it, why did I capitalize that?
Well, thank you for everybody that watched the stream. Big precious, big precious. I'm going to switch over to Apex now. If you guys like to watch, it'll be online in a few moments. Alright, I'm Mr.LimeSmiles.
You know what?
Peace.
For the title, looking cute and shit with this